Oui. Oui, oui. Ah, el tiempo ya está, vale, vale. This is terrible. Oh, this camera is gonna kill me. Okay, bonjour et bienvenue au National Championnat de France. We are ready to start round one. Round one's actually started. I'm noticing this camera is not going at all well. There's not much I can do about it. I apologize profusely. I'm gonna go get my opponent's name. So we've had several hardware problems setting up today. So the situation with the camera right now, where it's quite jerky, is nothing I can do about right now while the round's underway. If this game finishes quickly, I will try to disconnect and reconnect everything, see if I can't make things a little bit better. It's terrible. Okay. Alright, so I'm not in the chat right now anyway, so I can't hear you all complaining about it. We'll be putting the list information up on screen in a moment.
Pour rappel, on peut... Pour rappel, en fait, il y a du match live sur Twitch. Donc si vous connaissez du monde qui n'a pas pu venir, il peut regarder des matchs live. Et on a au moins une table cam. Avec, sur Twitch, je crois, c'est Planet Earth. First Earth, pardon. First Earth. Ce sera une première au niveau du CF France.
Mesdames, Messieurs, je vous rappelle que quand vous appelez un arbitre, il est conseillé de lever la main haut et fort pour que je puisse vous retrouver. Merci.
Et je vous rappelle que ça y est, les 10 minutes se sont écoulées, donc si votre adversaire vient à sa table, malheureusement, il a perdu le match. Donc vous allez rester à votre table, on va vous apporter le nécessaire pour remplir le match. Les amiraux de Armada.
Okay, for this opening engagement, Antoine has taken the evasive route to separate himself from the Thai swarm. Speaking of which, I've not marked the colours, so...
On va voir s'il a plus de botane et sait gérer les tournois officiels. Du coup, c'est Turkish qui a gagné avec 4 points, Taril en 3ème. Ah non, merde, c'est les résultats.
Il est pas toi, c'est comment déjà ton... je connais Elred, ouais. Voilà, mais ensuite... 38... il n'était pas présenté, c'est tout. Reste à ta table. Reste à ta table, on arrive. Ils ont monopolisé l'imprimante, je peux pas imprimer.
Est-ce que ça comptera quand même pour un imprimante? Voir que ça passe.
Non, je sais pas. Il y a un truc.
Voir que ça passe.
J'ai l'impression que les dernières versions de...
J'ai branché l'autre aussi. Celle du milieu, elle est censée...
And the camera's getting worse. Fantastic. This is terrible. Okay.
On doute 70 minutes pour le 10.
La ligne affichée pour Armada, à quelle heure on en fait un nous demande-t-il?
Dans 5 minutes. Les pairings sont faits.
Ouais, je viens de l'afficher.
Vas-y, lance.
Okay, we're back. The camera seems somewhat better this time. Let me just check. Yeah. Oh, and then it slows down again as soon as I start going live. Okay, so I apologise, guys. I'm not going to be much for commentary this weekend. So I'm having to take care of things from several different angles. As a lot of the stuff I'm used to using isn't quite working out for me right now. So, the National Championship from France this weekend. The French community have been a very active community for the last couple of years, but their tournaments have been quite small, or at least their national tournaments, because they were held in the south of the country, and so it required for most people to travel quite some distance. So this time they've moved it to Paris for the first Asmodee National. And they've got more than 160 people, and only a handful of foreigners have shown up this time. We've got 3 people in from the UK, 2 people in from the UK, 2 Polish players have turned up, and we have 2 players from Spain. And the Belgians have come, of course, it's easy for them. They brought me a whole bunch of beers, so big hello to everyone in Belgium and Antors and the rest of the team. One of the local teams here, Esquadrones de Brûlés, has something to do with sheep, and so they give me this this thingy, so I can make sheep noises. So what I'm probably going to have to do during this round is, or during this tournament, to keep things as up to date as possible, is to maybe during the combat phases move over towards the table to be able to double check what's going on. I seem to be having problems with my capture card is one thing. The HDMI out on the capture card doesn't seem to be outputting the HDMI signal correctly, so I'm not able to get a proper live feed from the camera that I'm used to. I'm using the same view that you're using, and so I can't really see what's going on in the cards. Nim went down at the end of the last round. Over the course of the attacks, he received 3 crits. I think one's like the major hull breach starting the round after this one. You receive all the cards face up, and from there he got a damaged cockpit and a console fire before dying. One of the issues that I have more than anything with these streams is you can't prepare or test for the live event. I tested all my equipment on Thursday. It worked fine at home. I get here, I set it up, and it doesn't. And the other thing is just that you have to think about. It's just different when you're in a different environment, and how much time you have to spend the whole weekend streaming here. And testing for that is, I mean, you can do tests at home, but apart from testing for more than an hour, it doesn't really make much sense. Here, there's so much that can happen, so much can go wrong.
Attention, ce message s'adresse au joueur de Destiny. Il nous manque Ivan. Est-ce que Ivan, devant... Ah, ça y est.
Ivan
Il
Noé.
s'assoit. Merci.
Ivan Noé. Ah mais il y en a plein hein. Oui, une fois que vous avez rempli votre fiche de score, vous mettez directement le petit papier dans la manette et ça suffira. Pour les feuilles de score, dans le champ Name, on met son nom. Dans le champ Point Destroyed, on met les points détruits. Dans la case Winner, on marque une croix, on dit qui a gagné entre les deux. Your Initial, en fait c'est les initiales de vous. Donc vous mettez, ça fait office de signature. Et sinon, il y a la dernière classe qui est Drop. Indiquer si c'est un drop ou pas.
I'm still working on trying to get things a little bit better, guys, right now. So I apologize for the silence.
Armada, c'est parti.
Already on my log. Focus.
It's the same with our lightweight.
The same.
I'm not going to shoot back.
Expertise.
And the focus?
Yeah.
3. Okay.
No shoot back? No shoot back?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Forward. Focus. 3 bank. And focus evade.
I change my luck.
Okay, sure.
I will barrel roll
Yeah.
on the left.
Okay.
Fine.
You first.
Yes. So range 2, and I cannot change anything.
No.
Ta-da! One hit.
Evade.
Okay.
Ah, decisions. Range 2. Repeat.
Yeah.
2 hits. One shield.
It's a one shot, yeah. And strike back.
Yeah.
And hit.
Spend the evade token. And no range. Okay. Who's evade? That's okay. Yeah.
Like this.
Hold on, let me get the. Okay.
Okay.
You already have the target lock, so no shots. Focus. Okay.
Okay.
And to be extra safe,
Yeah. Green move. Wait a minute.
change my lock.
Yeah.
This one. No, I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Reach. So, big at least. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And surprise.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got Jan's backdraft on 2 whole points and Omega Leader on 1 whole point. Currently slowly taking pot shots at Dengar and trying to maintain themselves out of his firing arc.
On the
Backdraft.
background, yes. Reroll. Expertise.
3 dice.
Yes.
Oh, goodbye. Hold on. I spend the focus, 1 hit. Hold on, there you go.
So backdraft lives
It's not in my
1
bag,
whole
so-
point.
So it's okay. Okay. In my arc is range 3, no asteroid. Yeah? Okay.
Range 3.
Yeah. Omega Leader. 1 hit. Okay.
So.
And in your is range 2 with an asteroid for you. Same.
Yes, yes.
You want.
No.
Okay. Also no.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find this thing now. I don't like it. It's bothering me. Okay.
I mean, it would appear that Antoine has this game won. 2 TIE fighters on 1 whole point. I guess maybe he's being more careful right now because he wants to try and retain the half points on Dengar and try to avoid losing that part of his MOV. And I can't even spell France on top of everything else.
Okay.
France. Hola. Ah, hombre, es difícil. Ya no, todos los días. ¿Qué tal? ¿Tú de dónde eres? Ah, de Francia, es francés, vale, vale, vale. Hombre, pues hablas español muy bien. ¿Hablas español? Ah, vale, muy bien, muy bien. Perfecto. No, tranquila, tampoco va muy bien.
So,
One bit to the background.
yes. I don't
As
know.
you wish.
Like this, it's okay for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's a green move.
I mean, the delay is the jumpy cam isn't that bad now. I can try
Backdraft.
to see if it's the new software might be having an effect on it.
And left
I
shot.
shouldn't think that's the case. So maybe after this round, try using the old software, see if it makes any difference.
I don't see you now. I don't think so. Just doing. Nah.
I don't think so.
Nah. Just to be safe.
So Omega leader hanging in.
How much is the car worth?
It's 58 point or something.
Sorry? 60?
No, 50.
I think there's 59 points. As it stands, Jon is winning the game by 1 point.
59.
If he can get those, just 2 more hits in on Dengar and survive. That time is not right, is it? No, of course not. How long have we got left in the round? 17 minutes. That's better. So those of you who are just joining us, we have we're missing a camera. Normally during the planning phase, I'd switch to the second camera to show the players. That camera's not working today. It was a question of choosing between that camera or microphones, and we chose microphones. Even though I've not been saying much, I'll get better. As the day goes on, I get used to what I've got to deal with. Then I'll become more relaxed. But right now, I'm kind of on a shoestring as far as tension is concerned. Is this going to be that signals? Yeah. Omega leader. 2 straight.
Okay, so range 2 on this one.
Yeah.
Expertise.
One hit and it's dead. Well, not really, but it's only like
So backdraft went down, so I was distracted. here's what we'll do: is we'll use the noise machine from the local squadron that does brûlés when the ship dies. There we go. That's what we're going to do this weekend.
So I take my luck because it's free.
Might as well.
And I try to buy and roll, but I don't think it's possible.
If it might hit forward maybe? Or no? Okay. Okay.
So focus.
Range 2, no asteroid?
Yeah. One hit.
Great token.
Yeah, nice.
Might as well. I don't trust my green dice today. Surprise. Range 2.
Range 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
2. Give a token. Let's do it. 2.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to go closer look for this.
Okay.
Okay, 2.
Half points at least.
And a hit. Reply.
Yeah. I know. I can evade it. Or not.
Oh, so only luck.
Yeah. Well, it was a question of time because you always do it.
Ouais. C'est coup de chat, j'ai fait ça.
Good game.
So that there is the timer display. You can't see it much right up at the top. But anyway, here comes Jon. Okay, Jon. Well done. You did pretty well. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't follow very well at the game because I was having problems here. But anyway, from what I saw, it came pretty close for you, huh?
Yeah, it was. Well, if Omega Leader could have resisted a bit longer, then who knows? But the clock was against me at that point.
Yeah, towards the end you had 15 minutes left, and there was a situation where you were winning by 1 point when you asked him how many points is your thing.
I knew if I lost I was going to lose a ship at some point. I couldn't keep running away with backdraft. I couldn't keep doing. So I didn't have much to do at that point.
Right. And did you think at any point if you were able to get the half points on Dengar and maintain one of your ships alive?
Sorry?
Just 1 sec. I'm just trying to work out. So you had Omega. You had backdraft was 36 points. So if you'd have kept backdraft alive, then there would have been some sort of possibility to get.
There was no way to
points.
keep him alive. Dengar was faster, being a big base.
Okay. So you're the current national champion for France that you won last year. What were you playing last year?
Well, 3 defenders with crack shot.
I know. Yeah. So I'm just asking for the people at home. So that was like the debut of that list last year.
To my knowledge, yes, I was the first one to do something with the list because I know that the French, one of the French players, then on the following weeks went to the Belgian national and won with the list.
Yeah.
And then the runner-up in Belgium took that list to Worlds.
Charlie Davis. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. We've got. What do you think is your situation now for the rest of the tournament? Do you think you've got options with your list? Because obviously your list is a very curious list as well.
Yeah. Options? Well, to be honest, this is the second time I've ever lost with this list.
Oh, okay.
So I think there are options, but we'll see.
Do you find it that was particularly a bad matchup for you?
I don't think it was particularly bad, but I did make a couple of mistakes. I realized not enough sleep last night.
Okay.
I guess. And also the 3 just blanking out a couple times on a couple key rolls was I know it's kind of crude to blame the dice, but I made a couple mistakes and a couple bad rolls, and that was it. And that was
that last roll you had, where it pretty much
when the torpedo came out, the second torpedo came out, and I triple blanked on backdraft.
Okay.
I didn't expect to lose everything at once.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you make at least the top. I mean, it's a big top. It's the top 32.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's every possibility. And
but there is a first cutoff at 2-2, so I have to win at least 2 of the next 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing like an escalated tournament every single time. Depending on what your record is, you can keep going or fall back.
I think 2-2. If I'm 3-1 at that point, then I'll just go in the Hangar Bay, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But I don't think it'll happen.
It depends.
I'm confident.
I mean, it's what we're talking about. Is that once you enter into the top, it's a different type of game, and things can be a lot more different in the top. Anyway, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing the game on the stream, even though it hasn't come out very well. But I'm doing what I can.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll see you.
Let me go get Antoine. Sentez, s'il vous plaît.
Thank you.
Okay, move yourself a little bit closer, because otherwise it
Like
makes
this?
me look like some
Okay.
giant man. Enhorabuena.
Hello.
Well done. How would we say that in French?
Bien joué ou bonne partie.
Bien joué.
Bien joué.
Okay. You set up against the actual French champion, national champion.
It was a tough game. I did some mistakes. I have, I think, little bit more luck, and my opponent was a little bit unlucky on some dice. But it's quite a very good player, and I'm very proud to beat him once.
Yeah, especially with his super list. He's been practicing this a lot in Spain, and he says he's not lost. He's hardly lost any games with it yet. So you're one of those people that you've managed to cause some sort of effect on him.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying that that's something you can take away, is that if he goes on without losing, you're the person that beat him.
Yeah.
Do you you've chosen to fly Dengar Nim?
If I play Dengar Nim, well, it's a tough list, of course. It's meta list. Well, we are in a big championship, so we have to play a strong list. And but I'm not used to play Dengar Nim.
Okay, so because it's new for you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but do you how do you feel like your chances? Do you think that there's going to be many people that have brought a list specifically to counter yours? As at the moment, it is one of those boogeyman lists that.
Well, at the moment, the Fair Ship Rebel, it's what you how we call it. It's very strong list because you have only one ship. You can disseminate. You can put your damage on both ships, etc. So it's very strong list, and in 1 hour and 15 minutes, it's very difficult to do a lot of damage on this one.
Of course, yeah.
Very strong list.
Okay. Do you feel that we saw the Gen Con National a couple of weeks ago, and they were both playing small ships?
I do not understand. Sorry.
In the Gen Con National with Nathan Eid, and Zach Matthews, they were all playing. All their ships were small ships.
Yeah.
Okay. The advantage to that is that they don't give away half points, whereas Miranda, Nim have the same kind of defensive strength as a Jumpmaster, for example, but don't give up those half points.
Yes.
How much of a disadvantage do you think that is with Dengar for you right now?
Well, it's quite a disadvantage, of course, but the disadvantage is balanced by the counter attack of Dengar. Dengar is not chosen because it's a Jumpmaster. Of course, it's a strong ship,
yeah.
But the counter attack is the best.
Absolutely.
The best way in the list.
Yeah, I mean it's a highly powerful ship either way. Dengar as a pilot is with its ability, and just the configurations that he can bring with himself. The options he has for cards. Make him very powerful.
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck with the rest of the tournament. Thank you for your time. Thank you for appearing on stream. Okay, and we'll see you later, hopefully. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take a brief break now. Well, the round's just about to end, so I'm going to take a brief break while they get ready for the next round and try and compose myself for the following